Hey guys, it's Joey from Class J Video Productions. To paraphrase one of the YouTube rail fans, I have waited for this moment for so long and it's finally here. The Sony A6400, Sony Alpha a6400 mirrorless camera. Now this is going to be a learning curve because I have never used a mirrorless camera. It's got interchangeable lenses and I've never used that before. I'll show you 24.2 megapixels. The ISO goes from 100 all the way to 32,000. Think about that. That's really crazy. It's got silent shooting for still pictures. Now keep in mind I'm pretty much only going to be using this for video, so that's probably not going to matter too much. But the APS-C sensor is about 4 times the size of the sensor that I'm currently using in the camcorder now. It's an AX53, which I had been using for the last probably 3 years. Even though I've been using my Samsung Galaxy S10e smartphone for the last couple months. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get down to it. One thing I do like about this is that it's a very easy open box. Just a little just a warranty card. Here's the reference guide. Just I'll look at that later. But I'll open this. Just bear with me for a second. Alright. Here's a this is USB micro. Now it's kind of a short cord. One thing that's kind of weird is that Sony didn't opt for a USB-C, because a lot of electronic devices are going to that. I think they should have at least offered both a USB-C and a USB micro on the same device, so that way, depending on what cord you were carrying with you, you would have the option of both. But they didn't do that. My guess is that they might for the successor model. I don't know. But yeah, so that's that. I have a really long USB micro, so I'll definitely use that. The strap, won't use that obviously because I'm on the tripod. Here's the USB to 110 volt output to charge the battery. You can see the USB there. So that's cool there. Alright, so I'll go ahead and I'll get to the camcorder momentarily, just bear with me. This is the battery. This is a NP-FW50. It's 1,020 milliamp hours, 7.2 volts. It's not a very strong battery. It only lasts like 70 minutes in 4K. It's probably what I'm going to end up doing is running off my power bank to get infinite battery power. One thing I really like about this camera is that just like my smartphone, it can record and charge at the same time, so I can get an infinite amount of battery power. Now with the A6100, which is the entry level, and the 6400, which I have, that's the mid-tier level, you get this NP-FW50 battery pack. If you want a larger battery, you have to move up to the A6600, which has a larger body and a larger battery with an NP-FC100 battery. But I believe with the lens included, it's about $1,800. And I obviously didn't want to spend that much, so I went for the mid-tier level and went down the middle. So anyway, with that being said, enough rambling. Let's get to the camera itself. Oh boy, here's the big moment. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Isn't she a beauty? Wow. And this thing's heavier than it looks, I'll tell you that. It really is. And the screen is just incredible. I mean, it's so smooth, and yeah, it's really nice. You got auto focus and manual focus there, so that's nice. I'll come a little closer so I can show you the features. There's the modes there. I'll probably leave it right there for the most part. Now, as I mentioned before, this comes with a 130 or an 18 to 135 millimeter lens. I had to specially order this 16 to 50 millimeter because it only comes on the a6400, which is the, like I said earlier, the entry-level model. So it took a while to get here. It was supposed to come a couple days ago. But there's your battery slot right there. And your little memory card slot goes right there next to the battery. Closes with a nice click there. There's your tripod mount, so it doesn't really get in the way of the battery, which I think is pretty nice. Made in Thailand, which is kind of weird. Anyway, but yeah, and this is a power zoom lens. Go up there to zoom in and there to zoom out. But yeah, this was a $1,000 package for this, and I had to specially order it. Body only was $900, but I went for the a6400 simply because it has weather sealing, and I do shoot in the rain quite a few times, and I've gotten my gear more wet than I have meant to or really wanted to. So, and the a6100 was only $850 with this lens included, but it did not have the weather sealing. So that's why I went for this. Now, going to some of the ports here, you come to the left side here, pull this over, and out. Alright, so here's your mini HDMI right here, and then you can see a little, you can't really see it that well, but you'll have to take my word for it. There's a little light that has CHG under it for charge. One of those ports is HDMI and the other is to plug in. Yeah, so this one, yeah, so the top one, so you plug in the USB to charge if you want to charge and record at the same time, which is probably what I'll end up doing. So, yeah, pretty nice. Now, I probably will end up buying an extra battery just because, to be on the safe side. You can see the, I don't know if you can really see it in the video here, but you can see the iris of the lens in there, just the, yeah, you can kind of see it. But if I take the lens off, and I'll be very careful, there's a little button here where you can take it off, and just take it off like so. Look at the size of that sensor. Yeah, that whole square right there is the image sensor. Like I said, that is easily 4 times the size of what I'm shooting with on this camera right here. So it's going to be much better low light, much better nighttime video, and actually much better video quality overall. I am really excited to use this camera, y'all. It's going to be great. Like I said, it's going to be a real learning curve because, you know, I'm going to have to learn all kinds of different settings, but I have faith in myself that I can learn, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, anyway, this is Joey from Class J Video Productions, and there will be extensive testing coming soon, but obviously it's after 7 o'clock and it's dark out, so I can't very well do daylight testing right now, so that will have to be saved for another time. But hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.